Okay, number 12 asks you to do prime factorization. So breaking that down, factorization just means you're breaking it into the factors, so things that multiply to get a number. Prime factorization means that you're looking for the prime numbers you multiply to get those numbers. Prime numbers, remember, are the numbers that you can only divide by 1 in themselves. So the ones up through 20 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19, because those numbers can't be divided evenly into anything else. So then for this problem, what you would do is you'd say, okay, 26 to the third power is the same as 26 times 26 times 26. And then for each of these, you would then say, okay, what two things multiply together to give me 26? Sometimes the prime numbers will be super obvious, and sometimes you might have to like break down a couple different ways to get there. But you can, as long as you continue, like you can always get there. So 26, I know, is the same as 2 times 13. And that's because I have the same number. It's the same for all of them. And for this one, there's not really any other numbers that easily multiply to 26, so that's kind of the only option. So my prime factorization is made up of these 3 2s and these 3 13s, right? So 2 times 2 times 2 times 13 times 13 times 13, because both 2 and 13 are prime numbers. So if it was another number, let's say it was, 48. 48 might be a little bit harder to do prime factorization for because it has more options of what you can multiply together. So for example, I could do 2 times 24, but then 24 is not a prime number. So I can break that down even more. So 24 would be, I could do it a couple of different ways. I could do 6 times 4. I could do 2 times 12. Doesn't really matter which way you do it. I'm going to do 2 times 12. 2 is a prime number. Oh, I wrote 16. 12. 12 is not a prime number, so that is 3 times 4. 3 is a prime number, but 4 is not, so 4 is 2 times 2. So the prime factorization of 48 would be 2, 2, 3, and then 2, 2. So you might see that written as 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4th power times 3. So that's just kind of a more complicated example, but it's the same concept. So I just wanted to show you one that was a little trickier, because this one actually, to factor it, wasn't too difficult. But for this one, it might be. So just kind of think about breaking it down. Think about which of these numbers can you multiply together to get to the bigger number. Okay, and that's prime factorization. Oh, I forgot. My daughter made me record a message for you, so I'm going to add it on here. Okay, go.
You got it, Elijah.
Good job.